Welcome back. This is a larger piece. This is A3. And I just wrote on the back, uplifting. Funny enough, when I first started it, I wasn't too keen on it because I think I overused the black, but now I quite like the balance between the light and the dark. In the centre is kind of like a sunrise, I think. It's like pinky and yellowy, and actually from this distance, I can kind of see at the top, it looks a bit like two eyes, so a bit like an owl. And just looking a bit closer at that centre bit, so it also looks a bit like cave-like, like coming out from a cave. And there is kind of a figure sort of coming around the top. I don't know if it's a creature or a person. And in the top, I kind of see this circular bit. It's quite rose-like, and there are two creatures around the top of that. Not sure what they are. And there's figures looking off into the distance behind. There's also other figures and things I've partially gone around the edges of, towards the left-hand side. But I didn't want to completely fill it in. I like the idea that there's still sort of shadows there that are emerging. This is bottom right, and I kind of see this as like the outline of a really funny looking elephant, but there's also like squiggles and bits inside. I've often called it cave art type thing. There's somebody riding on some sort of, I don't know, flying device, and it looks like there's some sort of speaking thing happening there as well. And there's a person behind that in another flying device, and she's holding some sort of flower. There's a series of people and creatures, and I don't know if it's the same person walking in and out of being a creature, because the one on the right that's sort of yellowish reminds me a bit of a lizard when I look at it on the side, and then on the far left she's this yellow female with a heart and a halo. On the far right there's this orange person with a cap on pointing off in the distance, and then there's the shape of, I think, a newt-like creature over here on the left and some other creatures up above. This is part of that vehicle that person holding the flower at the front is on, and I think it kind of feels a bit shell-like, but also jet ski-like, but a really big one. And there's a person in light around the bottom. So it's wonderfully weird, completely bonkers, and I think it's quite uplifting, actually, if I was to look at that for a while, because there's lots of yellows and oranges in there. Thanks for listening.